my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Land Stories Live. I am your host, Dave Deniston, the partner here at Generation Family Properties, where our goal is to help hundreds of people like you own land. Most of all, we want to be able to tell your land story as you buy land in the future. Well, now, if you are watching this live, if you are listening to this on audio, I'm sorry, but this is for the live people right this second. I have in back of me the featured property today. So here's my question to you. Where is this property? What state is it in? First question. Second question, what county is it in? Third question, what is the nearest city? So make a guess to all three of these questions, and I want you to send me a private message through Messenger on our Generation Family Properties Facebook page and let me know. And so again, the property behind me right now, what state is it? What county is it? And what is the nearest city? And I'll give you a hint. If you stay tuned for about halfway through this, you will find out the answer. So bear with me here, and I do promise that I will send a $25 gift, $25 to the first 3 people who message me with the correct answer to all 3 of those questions. Again, what state is the property in, what county, and what is the nearest city? Okay, so bad dad jokes. You know I love these, you guys. So bad dad joke. I got a twofer for you again today. So you are American when you go to the bathroom, and you're American when you come out. But do you know what you are while you're in there? European. You're European when you're in the bathroom. Bad dad joke number 2. Do you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France? Where were they cooked? They were cooked in Greece. Ha, 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 ha. All right, enough bad dad jokes. It's time to talk about some land. Well, I am excited to share with you something that I certainly get quite a few questions about. And the question is, how can I find the corners of my property? So how do you find the GPS coordinates for the 4 corners of your property? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here with you guys. For those of you that are watching live, for those of you that are watching or listening to this, I definitely suggest watching the video. But I'm going to pull out a few different counties because I thought this might be helpful. So first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go to Castilla County as an example. And on Castilla County's website, you'll see it here. We're going to go to the assessor particular page, and we're going to look for something called the GIS map. I can't remember what the acronym stands for, but you want to look for something that says GIS mapping system. And this is totally free. Anyone can access this. There's no cost to doing this. And so here you can look at any and every property that might be in Castilla County. So let's look up one of our properties. Here's one right here. And you're going to want to know the parcel number. So at the bottom of our listing, you will notice we have the parcel number. Sometimes it's called the APN, the assessor's parcel number. You're going to copy that, put it in your county GIS mapping system, and go. So you notice here, this is a good thing to double check and verify, number one, that someone owns a property if you use the mapping system. So you can certainly see that we own that one. I will tell you, it does take a few months, sometimes up to 6 months, even a year for them to update a GIS mapping system. But you certainly can, that's one way to verify ownership if someone's owned it for a while. But if it's under a year, there's a good chance it may not be showing there. But obviously in this case, we've owned it longer. So what you're going to do, you can do this two different ways. Here on this GIS mapping system, down here in the lower left-hand corner is a coordinate that says XY. And if you open that up by clicking there, you'll notice that on the bottom of my screen, you start to see the GPS coordinates, which that changes as you move around the map. So here's this parcel. You can see here's a corner right here, which if you look down towards the bottom, you'll notice that it says latitude 37.4788 and longitude 105.157.02. So if you right click, you can also plot it. So plot a coordinate right there. I'm going to plot the northeast corner now, right there. Plot the southeast corner of our property, right there. Plot the southwest corner of the property. Now you notice this is not some official survey, but this is data coming right from the county. So it should get you darn tootin' close. But I do suggest getting an official survey on a property if for sure you might want to mark your boundaries. But this certainly is a great way to go. So what you can do now that you have the GPS coordinates is if you want to get a Google Map link, go to google.com/maps. And then we're going to take the 37.4788, put a comma there, and then put a negative sign in front of our next coordinate, which is 105.5702. Go ahead and click go. And you'll notice it gets us right there where the property is. See that? So there's that corner, the northwest corner of the property. And then if you wanted to send something to yourself, this is exactly the way we do it. You could just copy the link and you got the Google Map link direction to get there. So that's how we find the GPS coordinates for Castilla County, for example. Now, there are other counties where it can get a little harder. So let's look at something like Klamath County. This is the GIS mapping system for Klamath County. So let's see if we can find a property on our website that's in Klamath. Go Oregon, available. So on our website, there's a search bar where you can decide what property to take a look at. So I'll pick on this one. Beautiful property. And on this particular website, there's two different things you might see. This is the APN number. It starts with R, but on their mapping system, you have to just grab that part, or you can grab the whole map tax lot number, which is this other thing here. So we're going to do a search and find the property. Then you can see again here, we own the property. And you'll notice here that the problem with this GIS mapping system is it's actually a little off. And this is a problem in Klamath County in particular. Here's the property that we were just talking about. The property lines are actually about starting here. And so it's a little off. And so in order to find the coordinates, as we look here on this particular cell, you can see here they give you on their system a couple of GPS coordinates, which is for the center of the property, the approximate longe and latitude. So I'm going to type those in here now. And there's other various softwares that are paid that you can get these coordinates, but I'm just showing you guys the free way so that you know how to do it. So you can see here's Ritter Reservoir next to this property, and here's the center of it, right? So the property starts off, if we are to change it to the map feature, you can see this actually looks about right as to where the lines are. So there's Prairie Dog Drive here. On this version of it, it's going over Prairie Dog Drive. So here you could get the same corners on Google Maps as well too, if you can see the parcel outline. Some counties have this available, others don't, but this is a particular good one. So if I was to do the same thing, I could find a coordinate by doing it here on Google Maps, which I'll be honest, I can't remember right this moment how to do that. There's some setting here on Google Maps that you could find the coordinates, and forgive me that I can't remember right this second what the how to do that, but there's a way on Google Maps that you could also plot the 4 coordinates, assuming everything looks right. But again, you have to be careful when you look at some of these maps, because some of these overlays doesn't show the property correctly. So anyhow, that, my friends, is a bit about the property and how to find GPS coordinates. And every county is different. If you have any questions, we certainly try and collect all of that data for our clients, so we're happy to get that to you. And now we will go to our featured property of the week here in this particular episode. So if you look here on my screen, this, my friends, on Google Maps is our featured property. And so you can see here that we were just looking at, there's where the road's supposed to be. So once again, in this case, Google Maps is off in terms of the overlay of the property. But this is where our featured property is. So remember those 3 questions I had for you. Where is this? What state, what county? Let's see if we can figure this out if we scroll out. Look at this, it says Oregon Shores. There's a lake, which is called Agency Lake, a little bit out there. Let's keep scrolling out. See if anyone ends up having a guess. Casino nearby. Here's our nearest town of Chiloquin to the property. What county is this? This is Klamath County, Oregon. Klamath County is a beautiful place. It has Crater Lake as part of it. If you're not familiar with Klamath County, there's obviously the big lake system, as which this property is pretty darn close to the lake. So the answers are Oregon, Klamath County, and Chiloquin. So if you can't get it from there, I can't help you. That's about all I got. This lot, what is particularly great about it, obviously you're close to the lake and you do have lake access. There are trees on the property. You got some road here in front of you. There's obviously some houses nearby. And what I love about this property is not only the location, but you notice there's quite a few houses around here. This is what I would call an on-grid property. We have plenty of properties on our website which are off-grid, which don't have utilities. You're off to get solitude. Well, here, if you want to build a house, you got the water line that's running right in front of this property. So it's a fantastic location for if you're wanting to build and have a house and those sorts of things. So you notice here, these are actually 2 different parcels. It's a total of 0.8 acres, which I've bought and sold plenty of properties in this area. You notice here, there's the dirt road, there's the home. We'll look at some of these pictures here. There's trees on the property, trees nearby. We have a video on our website. Again, more trees, lots of trees in the area. And you notice that we do say that there is power and water available. What I particularly like about this particular area, HOAs aren't for everyone, and this one is a homeowner association price, but you get some benefits with it. So if you want to RV, you can't camp on the site, you can't RV on the site, but they do have 17 sites for camping, for RVs, that only costs $10 a night for owners. And you certainly can stay longer than 2 weeks with board approval. And so it's a lot that is very unique, and they have dump sites there. So if you aren't building on the property yet, you can still come and hang out. We have all those different coordinates for the property. This is, like I said, an on-grid property. So property taxes are still extremely cheap, only $180 a year, talking about $15 a month there. You are close to the lake. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful location, especially with the water line being available and having the possibility of getting water. So if you want to buy this lot, we have the discount cash price of about $12,000. Our owner financing price is $13,000, $12,999, with about $750 down and minimum monthly payments of around $249. But you can do more than this, as we've talked about in other shows. And so that is our featured property. I'll show you a couple more pictures. We don't have all of the pictures on the website. Here are some pictures of this beautiful property. Some of those you've seen. You can see some of the power lines nearby. See some of those neighbors. And so you can see there's not a ton of neighbors around you. You still have plenty of space, and you have almost a whole acre available to you. So lots and lots of space. It's not a postage stamp lot. You have space on it with trees. All right, my friends. Well, I will stop sharing my screen here. And I would love to hear from you. This is it for today. Tune in every Monday, 11:30 a.m. Central, Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. Centrals. And if you have a question about land, please send it to me at contact@genfamproperties.com, or of course, submit them through Facebook. Thanks again so much for taking time to watch this. Make sure to tune in to Land Stories again with me, Dave Denniston. Check out all of our properties at www.genfamproperties.com. That's GENFAM properties.com. And of course, it would be my honor to speak with you about land. If you have any direct questions, 775-234-2058 is the phone number. Again, 775-234-2058 is the phone number. Thank you so much, my friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.